My children became victims of the blockade. Because of lack of food, if there was no blockade, the shops would have everything. There aren't even any shops left in Aghabekalanj now. I have to walk down to Martakert to get groceries. I can't even look at their pictures now. They were my everything.
Vera Narimanyan lost her 2 children last week. The single mother of 3-year-old Leo and 6-year-old Gita, who lives in Aghabekalanj Village in Qarabagh's Martakert region, left her sleeping children alone at home on July 7 to walk 5 kilometers to the nearby town of Martakert to get cooking oil, sugar, and other foods. Azerbaijan's blockade of the region has caused critical supply shortages of essential foods and other household items. The lack of fuel means that the small amount of local production is unable to reach remote areas like Aghabekalanj.
I left my son sleeping. It was hot outside, so I didn't want to take them with me. My son was sick. He had heart issues. That's why I put him to sleep and I told my daughter to look after him. I told them I was going out to get food for dinner. I had made lunch with potatoes, but how could I prepare dinner if there's no cooking oil? My son also drank tea after dinner. How could I give him tea without sugar? At 4:30, I had already gotten the food and was on my way back to the village when I got a phone call telling me that my children were not at home. I spent the entire night searching for them, but I had no luck. In the morning, I saw my children's dead bodies.
On the morning of July 8th, the children were found dead in a car parked on the street in Martakert. According to the report issued by the Ministry of Internal Affairs, the children walked to the town, entered an unlocked car, and fell asleep inside. They eventually died of heat exhaustion in the enclosed car. The owner of the car, who found the children's bodies, told CivilNet that he had left the vehicle on the street because there is no fuel and cars are not being used.
I left the house at 7 a.m. to go to work. I got into the Ford, which is used to transport bread, and from about 30 meters, I noticed in the rearview mirror that my own car's door was a bit ajar. I stopped the Ford, went to my car, and saw a white hose in its seat. I started asking myself, what's this hose doing here? I nervously opened the front seat and peeked inside. When I saw a child's head in the back seat, I closed the door and called the police.
This was the first time that the single mother left her children home alone. She always took them to Martakert with her when she went to work. Earlier that week, a state program was launched to provide sugar and oil to miners in Artsakh. The program hadn't reached the villages yet, so Vera had to go to the Martakert Regional Administration building to get what her children were entitled to: half a kilogram of sugar and half a liter of oil each.
She could have
waited for the aid to reach the villages, but the distribution of sugar and oil was scheduled for 1 week later. And since the family urgently needed sugar and oil, she preferred to go there and get it from Martakert. That's why she walked all the way to town.
The people of Artsakh are facing a serious transportation issue as a result of gas and fuel shortages amid the blockade. The village shuttle bus, which used to take people to and from the town 3 times a day, is not functioning, and people either walk or bike kilometers to reach their destination. As the humanitarian crisis continues to escalate in the region, it is the most vulnerable in the population who are becoming victims of Azerbaijan's blockade.